what's up, and welcome back. It's your friendly neighborhood French Canadian, aka Vslayer. Now, as many of you may know, the classic movie skins from the first Mortal Kombat movie were released yesterday. So Sonya, Johnny Cage, and Raiden, and they also had voices from the original actors recreating all the intros and all of the lines, which for some characters, it was more impactful than others, let's say.
You couldn't last 30 seconds with me if your life depended on it.
So now a lot of people are saying that because this was included in one particular 4chan Mortal Kombat leak, that the rest of the leak is true. Now this leak talked about Combat Pack 3, 4, 5 and expansion and all of that good stuff. But first things first. Verifying evidence usually in other cases goes like this. The detective cross-checks what the suspect claims. He verifies if the information he gave them checks out or not. Now if that information checks out completely, then they become a reliable source of information. It does not mean that the entire story is correct. It does not mean that they may not actually be the criminal. However, they are way more likely to be telling the truth than if the evidence they gave the detective did not check out. And since there is validity to their claim, and now they become a viable source of information for the detectives for the ongoing case. Now, is there a way that we can apply this type of investigation to figure out if a leak on the internet is true or not? Nada. Zero zilch. It is impossible. And it is impossible because there is no possible way that we can verify if the information given is true or not until it is officially released, which by then it'll be too late because we'll either know if A, it's true, or 2, if we've all been duped. And another big problem with these types of leaks on the internet is that everyone has access to all this information. So if you're up to date on Mortal Kombat leaks, you are probably aware that the voice lines for Raiden, Sonya, and Johnny Cage, the movie actors from the original movie, have already been data mined a long time ago. So is it probable that someone saw that and said, well, I want to try and build a credibility for myself as a leaker because people cannot verify this, and I will either give them false hopes or just sit back and laugh as they all become extremely excited that their mains or their favorite characters may be coming to Mortal Kombat 11. Yes, it's entirely possible that someone would do that. It's possible that they took the data mine, they use the data miner's credibility for themselves to build a fake leak. Now let's go over what the alleged leaker says. So he says we're getting Combat Pack 3, 4, and 5, that the third pack will release in spring 2021, the fourth in fall 2021, and the final pack will come out in the beginning of 2022 to finish the game and to cap off and celebrate the 30th anniversary of Mortal Kombat. Now, is there validity to this claim? Maybe. But again, here's a problem. That information, the fact that in 2022 it'll be the 30th anniversary of Mortal Kombat, is readily available to anyone. Now, if we do a simple calculation of the day the first Mortal Kombat game was released in 1992 minus 2022, and then it would make sense. That makes 30 years. But again, anyone can figure that out. Anyone can use that to their advantage to trick people into believing them, into thinking they're a credible source of information. But again, it cannot be verified and thus is not valid. But what about the characters they say are going to be released in these packs? So these are the characters: Smoke, Reptile, Havoc, Ermac, Ashra, Takeda, Serena, Quan Chi, Deathstroke, and Ripley, voice and likeness of Sigourney Weaver. Now, as much as I would love Sigourney Weaver in this game, Boone recently had an interview where he said that the 80s action heroes are no more, that Rambo was the last one. Does that mean we're not gonna get any other guest character? No, but it means that we won't have any 80s action movie stars. So no Ash and definitely no Ripley. Deathstroke I could understand as a sort of a Kenshi replacement, and because Blade is a Marvel, I think it would make more sense that we have, you know, a DC character. But I honestly think all the other characters are just wishful thinking. They're the characters. This is just a culmination of every fan's wish list for Mortal Kombat 11 and nothing more. Now this leak also says we're gonna get more arenas, which is believable because we have had that with the addition of Aftermath. But we did not get any stages with Kombat Pack 2, which means that we cannot verify if this is true or not. We don't have enough substantial evidence that points to the fact that we will get more stages. If Kombat Pack 2 would have had more stages, then yes, we could say that it is a probability. But again, we still cannot be sure because we cannot verify this. And now the skin packs is the area that is the most interesting. So obviously they're saying stuff like we're gonna get ninja packs and we're gonna get some Outworld militia stuff. They say that we will have a motion picture pack featuring Christopher Lambert as Raiden, Lyndon Ashby as Johnny Cage, Bridget Wilson as Sonya Blade, and Robin Shou as Liu Kang. I don't see them releasing Liu Kang as a standalone. As many of you know, we already have Kerry Tagawa in the game, and the actor for Kano has since passed away. And this is something we can actually verify. As I talked before, we can verify the fact that we did get these 3 characters, but we did not get Liu Kang. So again, that brings down the credibility one notch. So we can safely assume that all the rest of this leak is 100% fake, for the simple reason that we cannot verify the information. Anyone could have used this, and this information is readily available to anyone on the internet. So unless we have credible data mines, credible leaks with pictures or sound clips, as we did have for the original actors' voices, then yes, sure, I am willing to consider that is becoming more and more credible. But as of right now, there is a 0.001% chance that this leak is actually true. So have yourself a wonderful day, everyone, and let me know what you think about this leak down below. I know a lot of these characters are characters that people really want. However, do not get your hopes up because I really don't buy this. Let me know what you think, guys, and take care.